Hi guys, happy holidays. I want to talk to you about one thing really quick today, something that I've noticed and these comments that I've been hearing from other hosts, and that's having high standards when you rent out your cars. You know, there are, I believe, two types of people on the platform. There are the type of people who are kind of like me, who seriously kind of do this as business, take really good care of their cars, and are really interested in making sure that people have a great experience. And then there are those people who are kind of just testing out the market and are trying to make money by doing that least possible that they can do. So I've rented cars on Turo a few times, and I have to say that generally it has not been the greatest experience, but of course I compare that to what I do and the service that I offer. I take care of my cars. The number one thing by far that I notice is that cars are not clean. Every time I rent a car, people always have a bunch of junk in there, all of their personal stuff in there. It's dirty, it hasn't been washed, and it just kind of feels gross sitting in that car. And then the second thing that I've noticed is communication. People do not communicate well. So you book a car and they don't get back to you, and you don't know if this person has received that reservation or if they're good to go to meet you at a certain location and if they're going to be punctual. And that's really frustrating. And a lot of times when I talk to some of these hosts, it's so funny because they'll always say things like, oh yeah, I don't really clean my cars too often, but hey, they still get rented and I have 5-star reviews, so I figure, why put the effort in to clean the cars? And it's really interesting because I've noticed that happening for quite some time, but finally I'm starting to see the shift in the marketplace. So what was happening is, for a lot of these people, they're getting first-time renters on Turo. So these renters don't have a standard yet. They don't know what to compare it to. But what's slowly starting to happen is these renters are starting to rent for the second, third, and fourth time. And so now they're kind of getting a variety of quality from different hosts. And they're starting to see, oh, okay, so some hosts actually really take really good care of their cars. There's a full tank of gas, it's washed, it's clean, and they have excellent communication. So those hosts that don't clean their cars and don't communicate well and they're late, those 5-star reviews that they were so used to getting are definitely starting to change, because now people are having more than one experience and they're able to compare, and they're seeing that the standards that hosts like me keep should be the standard on the marketplace. So the hosts that don't do that, they're going to suffer the repercussions of getting those bad reviews, and slowly their listings are going to start to not rank as well as they used to, and you're not going to get the rentals that you're so used to getting, because people like me will beat you in terms of ranking, in terms of reviews and ratings, and you'll start losing out on those rentals. So that money that you're used to making will definitely start to go on a decline for a fact. So, moral of the story is, if you are going to list your car on Turo, now, because it's so late in the game and there's so many people on the marketplace that have rented multiple times now, you have to keep your standards high. Keep your cars clean, keep them well maintained. Make sure you don't have tires that have nails in them where people are going to be losing tire pressure during the duration of their rentals. It's so frustrating, Give them the car with a full tank of gas. It just makes accounting that much easier. And keep your standards high so that you get those really good reviews. You keep your ratings high, your ranking high, and you'll continue to get a really good pace of rentals on your cars, because you'll outbeat people who don't keep those high standards, because you're going to start seeing that they'll start getting bad reviews and people will start complaining about how dirty the car was, or the host was late, or the host didn't communicate well in terms of the pickup time. So things like that. So keep your standards high. Do a good job if you're going to be on this platform. Otherwise, it's really a waste of time, because eventually you won't get the rentals, because people like me will always outweigh the cars that you have listed. Hope that was helpful, guys. Have an awesome, awesome Christmas and holidays and a Happy New Year, and I'll talk to you guys soon.